Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
From the 24, Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And this will be caught by Brown. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Jones. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Off the option, here's Henry. They remain perfect in this game on 4th down conversion, CD. They're 4 of 4.
And Brandon, it looks like they're taking a lot of chances here, but these are calculated gambles. They feel like they had something planned, something set based on what they've seen on tape that they can go ahead and exploit.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Chester Rogers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Check 4, check 4. Check 26, check 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind this.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Into the secondary past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill.
Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones. 49 yards. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 5 now.
Murray flush to his right.
He'll dump this one off to Connor.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That's good.
First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing on first down is Murray. Forced out to his left. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins.
And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On play action, Tannehill looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So a big play there, not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the two-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for two. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That one caught out wide by Julio.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And the reception made by Green. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Murray now on first down.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Murray now on first down.
He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Open man Green. He's got him. Touchdown, Arizona.
A.J. Green, 28 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Well, quite the comeback here. increase that deficit, push themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because you have the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
It's complete, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Titans are going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll buy some time right. Finding Green complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Murray to throw. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Runs through the cut, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Back to throw, Murray. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Tannehill. Able to find Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing, Tannehill. He'll find Jones again, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
He completes it to Henry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Tannehill. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On second down now, it's Henry. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happened?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line.
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one